Good evening, Mark. I want to take a moment here and go over the swing thoughts that we had yesterday when you came in after we got your clubs bit and so forth. So when you take a look at the stance here and we take a look at your initial setup, one of the things we talked about here is as you get into it, one of the things we want to avoid is as you set up to it is that weight being back on the heels. I like the fact that as you get set down into it, get some hands going forward, but on occasion we talked about them hands might be a little bit too close to the body, maybe too close to the inside of your body here, which thus in turn kind of talks about when we look at your stance or as you lean over from here, it tends to have a little bit of a hunch in there. Now, what I mean by this, just a little bit of a hunch right here, but obviously with age, we all have different body types, all different positions. What I would maybe work on is getting you into the athletic position, trying to get a little bit more comfortable to you. So as we get that proper setup, that proper stance, it allows us to be able to make a turn back a little bit more efficiently, get to the top of the swing, get much better transition from the get up to the top, and then back down through impact and finishing the swing. So from here, what we talked about yesterday, the primary thought that I had you think of, I'm going to pull this up right here. The second line is I told you right here in the initial beginning, I don't mind a little bit of a forward press, but I think with your swing and your position, which you have to be aware of, I don't mind and I like that right hand being just in front of that inside part of the right thigh. But the thing, what I had a problem with is how fast this club goes up. And watch it right here. See how it goes, dead up, right here. What I'm talking about here and what we discussed about doing was trying to create just a little bit more transition back, taking the club back a little bit lower, getting a little more extension, however you want to say it. But initially getting to where it initiates more of a longer turn, a position that gets the shoulders turning, getting more of a one-piece takeaway than having multiple positions, start the golf swing, take the club back, and turn back and forth. Now, when we look here, I'm going to use Sean O'Hare here. Now, today, Sean is going to play left-handed and kind of demonstrate this for you. Now, Sean's on the Buy.com tour right now, but still, I think, he's been out on tour, but I still think he's got a very good swing and very good position, what he shows here. Watch Sean take the club back. You can watch this as he, right here. He's got a good 12 inches back here before we see any extra movement in here or here like we see over here. See right there? Watch right here. Club comes straight up. So look at your angle in this position here. 57 degrees. Look at Sean's. 66. I'll take it back. We're going to go and take a look at 64. Big difference between these two positions. So as he takes it back, creates a longer arc, longer position. Look at this position here, both the shoulders, his arms, everything in relation to yours. Here. All right. Look how this is a greater angle here compared to here. Thus the turn allows for a little better shoulder turn. We get up to the top of Sean here. Right there. Look at the difference in the shoulder turn. Both shoulder blades perpendicular to the target line here, going at the target here. About 3/4 position where we haven't made a full shoulder turn. And thus, in turn, when we come back into that, that's where we saw right here. Let's flip you back to left-handed. You can see as you get the club going back, and I'm going to get it right here on our first initial plane. Start the club back. We get in a good position here. Club's a little close, but watch how the club then goes from this position and goes straight up. Right here. Look how upright you are right here at the top of our golf swing, which is almost like you're picking the club straight up. So then as you go forward, you try to drop the club back down in position. So what happens on occasion, If you get that club square and everything stayed exactly where it was at, we might have that little pull, and it's right from, in some cases, right from that club being closed, quarter of the way back. Here we are here, back down, and through. But I think for the biggest part here where we can see a much better transition or a much better position would be your transition of taking the golf club back here and not being as aggressive as taking it up and going straight up. All right? Basically, maybe seeing a little rotation of the club going back. So when you're at waist high, we see a little more distance between the hands and the body. By that, let's go back to Sean and show you that. Let's flip Sean back around. And kind of show you just the difference of what I mean. Look at the difference right here. Right here. From his left leg to his hands. Your left leg to your hands. Big difference. And that's what I think, will make all the difference here. From a small over shoulder turn, look at your shoulders here. Here's your shoulders. Here's Sean's. All right? Allowing the whole body to do the work rather than just the arms and hands. Okay, Mark? Now, as we think about this, you've got a lot of good fundamentals to your golf swing. But I think you got a few things that are kind of holding you back. A little bit of a slide into the position here as we bring the club down. Like to see a little better transition. Transferring the weight from the left-hand side to the right-hand side as well. So another thing we'll touch on at another time. But if you have any questions, by all means here, Mark, I want you to give me a call. We can work on some, kind of get a routine going through the winter. Just do anything for you to get your swing back on position, get you ready for next year. Like I said, any questions, you have my number, 314-724-6539, or shoot me an email at michaelwyattgolf@gmail.com.